Civil freedoms bunches sue U.S. Look for subtle elements on travel boycott. Reuters. By Scott Malone. Boston civil freedoms bunches on Wednesday said they were recording a progression of claims against the U.S. government looking for points of interest on how elected offices authorized President Donald Trump's restriction on explorers from 7 Muslim Greater Part countries. The claims were documented by neighborhood sections of the American Civil Liberties Union against U.S. Traditions and Border Protection and the Department of Homeland Security, and covered their operations in 14 urban communities extending from Portland, Maine, to San Diego. The suits are an endeavor to authorize demands documented under the Freedom of Information Act (FOIA). Days after Trump marked his first official request constraining travel that January 27 arranged, planned to satisfy a crusade guaranteed to take an intense position on migration, first briefly banished voyagers from Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria and Yemen. The request, which additionally briefly banished displaced people, prompted a few days of turmoil at U.S. air terminals, with voyagers banned from entering the nation after landing, while a large number of individuals ended up protesting the measures. A government judge requested a stop to requirement of that boycott, and Trump lined up in March with a less clearing request that did not confine explorers from Iraq, but rather which has likewise been tested in courts. Adversaries said the requests abused the U.S. Constitution's preclusions on religious segregation, referring to Trump's battle guarantees to force a Muslim ban. The Trump Organization said the confinements are lawful and are important to secure U.S. national security. The suits, recorded in government courts, look for divulgence of what number of individuals have been confined or subjected to extra screening since the principal official request, and the direction that was given to DHS staff about how to implement the order. Customs and Border Protection has a long, rich history of disregarding its commitments under the Freedom of Information Act. Thus these claims are a push to uphold its commitments, said Zachary Hayden, legitimate chief at the ACLU of Maine. In a telephone meet, he noticed that the ACLU documented its FOIA asks for data on February 2. Authorities at CBP and DHS did not quickly react to demands for input on the suits. An expansion to Portland and San Diego